run it up. I wake up. Yeah. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip, this. Tell 'em run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell 'em run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip, this. Tell 'em run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell 'em run it up. 9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip, this. Tell 'em run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell 'em run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip, this. Tell 'em run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell 'em run it up. Y'all gon' make me take that trip way out to Europe. I call up Nigeria, come through in a hurry. Those London boys don't come to play, you should get worried. One false move, find yourself there getting buried. Dance with the devil, used to love playing those games. Made some bad decisions that brought my mama pain. I made a promise to her, swore that I would change. I'm on the come up, bet I live up to my name. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip, this. Tell 'em run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell 'em run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip, this. Tell 'em run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell 'em run it up.
Hit for my wins, I need my hands. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Hit for my wins, I need my hands. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in.
I'm on my job, I get it done, but you should know that. Shine like a sun of 101, you should know that. I get the front and in the back, you should know that. No need to stun, it's never cap, you should know that. All I know, 10 toes, never fold, bang roll, on the go, ice wall, ice wall, ice wall.
Hit for my wins, I need my hands. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Hit for my wins, I need my hands. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in.
I miss my baby, so I hit them on the FaceTime. I need it all for them, so no, I cannot waste time. Facing these oceans, feel the water on my waistline. We trust the process and I only know it takes time. You can get it, got no worries, I'm gon' make mine. Going global, I'ma get it out the state lines. Paying taxes at a more than what you make now. Different bracket, eating off a different plate
Hit
now.
for my wins, I need my hands. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Hit for my wins, I need my hands. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in.
Good morning all. Hope you're all well, hope you're all good. Yes sir, yes sir. Let's see what we got going on here. Make sure all systems are go. I think it does look like it is good. Thursday the 30th today, second to last day of the month here that has flown by. And post FOMC. So let's see what's going on post FOMC. And FOMC, nothing too crazy, man. This was FOMC dump somewhere around here. Actually, no, this one right there, that wick. No, that's not even FOMC. Where was FOMC? This one here, this wick. Nothing crazy. Gold as well had a small move. This should be after FOMC. This candle here. Boom. So nothing crazy, to be honest. Why? Because results came back as expected, right? What was the results we were looking for? Well, we were looking for essentially rates to be kept the same, and they were kept the same, and that's about it. Fed is in the same standpoint. Slow and steady wins the race. Inflation is ticking up. We don't want to move rates down too fast, even though Trump is pressuring to move rates down fast. So today we have basically clean day. New York, a bit of unemployment claims. We have some Spanish flash CPI. This is not till 12 p.m., which is going to be the open of London here, and that's about it. So without further ado, let's go into the analysis here and see what we got going on the chart. So I'm gonna start off here with the daily time frame. Okay, so daily time frame on gold, actually no top wick. I wonder if that looks the same on broker. I'm interested. Let's have a look. Gold daily, wait a minute. Oh, I'm looking at GBPJPY. That's why, bro. I'm going nuts, bro. I actually got so confused there. Let's go back to GBPJPY daily. I saw completely two different charts. Okay, so daily does have bottom wick. Daily does have top wick on broker. So this is not too much to be concerned about, as there is a top wick on the broker. So I don't have to worry too much about that. So that is sorted. And now, of course, the charts have to go all the way back to God knows where. And then this is sucks on MT. Holy crap, MetaTrader, bro. They really have to fix that. If you do it like that, it's okay, right? How about this? Okay, yeah, that works. Have to do the same for daily now. So if you don't want your charts to skip all the way back, you have to go down slowly through the time frames. But let's see what's going on apart from that. So daily is closing bearish somewhat. Current daily is moving down back into that big zone that we found all lows. Yesterday low was found, day before low was found, day before that low was found. Here was just a type of doji consolidation. So 4-hour time frame is closing bearish. So technically we do have a bearish session today in a very tough zone. So this zone down here is a very strong, here's a little 4-hour support sitting here as well. This whole zone here has had multiple rejections. I am very hesitant to sell in this zone because this is where all of our lows have been found at this support here. So to sell in here is very tough to sell in here. You're asking, you can see the rejection already. I mean, we do have a little 15-minute support formed here, and in essence it would make sense to sell below that 15-minute support, but the amount of rejections we've had makes me worried. Makes me worried. So the way I would have to sell this is to see, we do have beautiful structure. It does make sense, but man, we found so many lows here. That's the only thing. 1-hour support is here. What will make this time different is the question. What will make this time difference? We don't have daily candle closing bearish below. Daily actually closed back inside of the range. 4-hour time frame closed bearish, where this is the first 4-hour candle though closing outside of the range. So that could be the catalyst. That could be enough, but is it enough? You know what would be perfect? Structure below here, like a little pause candle. That would give you the confirmation, just so you don't get caught out in the fake out, or some type of 5-minute structure. You can see how many times 5-minute closes below fake out, 5-minute close below fake out, close fake. So if this close and fake out, you can avoid that situation just where we are. I mean, if you compare, yesterday we were selling somewhere up here. Where were we selling yesterday? We were selling here. Look at the difference of where you're selling yesterday compared to today. this is like max target would be somewhere down here in essence, bottom of the range. So now we're at the bottom of the range. It's just a tough zone to sell because all of our lows have been found there. 1, 2, 3, 4 lows, maybe 5 right now. So we need to be cautious, not the first people to sell like immediately. Now if we're looking at gold here on the other hand, gold pushed up after FOMC here, started to move up slowly but surely. Let's see how daily ended up closing. A doji bearish here, not the strongest daily close that means anything. We're seeing long rejection wick, which gives us more buying pressure. If we were to break this high, it would kind of be like a setup 3 on the daily. Then if you look at 4-hour time frame, we can see we are closing a bullish here at 4-hour resistance right now. So we can actually clone this and make another 4-hour resistance. I would love to get outside of the range. How big is it to get outside of this range? Only 10 pips? Yeah, that's worth it for sure. That's worth it for sure, just 10 pips to get outside of the range. But it's not that clean when we go down here. Ooh, this is interesting spot. Mixed bias though. So if we can liquidity grab, get below here, can potentially sell down to this support here. If we want to reject. And then the buys, realistically I like the buys right outside of the range, like let price leave the range, you know, but we're quite away from that right now. But it's not too bad, it's 28 pips, it's not the biggest move, but if it does it in one sweep, you know, unless we did something where we came up, came down, and then you took a buy somewhere here. That could also work. Otherwise the sells below here will make sense. So that's going to be my plan. It's not too difficult, to be honest. We'll kind of just be patient. Like if this rolls over and closes below, you kind of have a 15-minute head and shoulders as well, showing some weakness in price that. So it makes sense, you know, set up one below for sells. 4 hours not closing the strongest bullish anyways. We're at 4-hour resistance. So you can argue that. It makes sense. And that could be the option. Now if we're looking at DAX here, last but not least, this was FOMC. Let's go on 4-hour time frame. 4-hour did close bearish here. So a little bit similar to yesterday. We did break out after session. After session, we did break out. And around 4-hour close, we got the continuation. This was the 4-hour close. Then we got the continuation after. So right now we're sitting here. This is 4-hour resistance up here. We have 15-minute resistance here. So what are we looking for? Well, today is technically mixed bias. Obviously, everything is still a little bit more bullish. Not a little, but quite a bit more bullish than bearish, which should be clear. Nice to have a 4-hour pause candle just to allow price to breathe. Breakouts would be an option here, or just above the 4-hour resistance. Let's see how that looks on 1 hour. Yeah, that if we get a 1-hour close above, then you can trade this range here. That looks nice on a 5. Yeah, I think above here is pretty good. What is that? That's already 12 points. 12 points, you know, if you get a good close, it's enough. It's enough at least to get to break even. And then see what's up. So that would be my plan. Buys above here or buys above there. Depending on how price action forms inside of the range, could look to buy from the range. Maybe from the range lows. If price just wants to dump today, and that's very clear, yeah, can start to entertain sells. But again, I'm not going to be in a rush for sells. If price wants to break down, you'll have plenty of opportunity like this. If you look at what happened yesterday, it got extremely messy. Yesterday was nasty though. Look at this yesterday. Oof. So if you took a buy at the bottom of the range and you held it and you went up in profit and you came back down in drawdown, almost hit stop loss below the range. Then you went back in heavy profits again. Then you came in drawdown. Then again back in profits. And then in drawdown. And then one last candle to just say screw everyone. 2 points. Tapped SL probably. Unless you ran a nice wide SL below full 1 hour structure. Down here. Or even here. Yeah, if you ran an SL below 1 hour structure yesterday, you would have survived it, you see. Boom. Then what did we have? Then it went up. Close above all-time high was clean. Yeah, we were discussing that yesterday. This was cleaner, the 5-minute structure one. And then close above this one here. This was cleaner. Close above all-time high was a big close, right? Not sure how you'd feel about this close. You'd be running like a 40 point stop loss. You know, so very big close. Ideally, this 5-minute candle closed above here. That would be perfect. Exactly what it's doing right now. It's similar. Creating consolidation, but this is not the same because yesterday we were having higher lows and higher highs. This we don't have higher lows, higher highs. Now we have a lower low, lower, almost basically trying to print a lower high right now. You can count that even as a lower high, you know, but you can see here very clearly. You see this higher high, higher low, higher high. Well, this is not a higher high actually. This is lower high, but we had a higher low. Then we break this high, higher low. So all higher lows. So for now, technically, we also do have some form of higher lows, but we need to see something come down to here and then go up. So that's going to be the plan here. It's going to let price cook inside of here and see if it leaves with expansion or not. So we're going to see what happens with the expansion and then take it from there, right? So that's how we're going to base it. See the expansion and yeah, that's it. Which German 40 chart are you using? I'm using the Forex.com one. So they're ones with the 4-hour candles, the way I like them to close. So that's what I'm using so far. But overall, that's going to be the plan for today. Pretty straightforward. And we're going to take it from there. So hope everyone enjoyed the plan. You guys understood it. You guys know what I'm looking for. And if you did, definitely leave a like on the stream. I would appreciate that. 269 of us in here. Appreciate everyone showing up on a beautiful Thursday. If we can leave a like, get the likes up to 100, I won't have to ask. Do keep in mind, 600 viewers, big giveaway. So you see how this just closed one candle below here? Like this, if it's gonna fake out, this is the candle it's gonna fake out on. 26 pips for like 14 pips to the 4-hour support, which is also a perfectly key level. Could actually just mark this as a key level. Bring back our key levels from all the way up here. We don't need all of this now. Shit, where did that line go? Two lines is enough for now. 19.5, I know, huh? Harry's fighting Tradingview a lot these days. No, we're friends. Don't worry. Harry, which broker do you use for stock trading? Mine charges very heavy commission for stock trading. I can actually trade directly from my banking app. They have international trading on my banking app with good fees. So the bank allows you to invest in stocks. So pretty cool actually what they have here. What's your opinion on beginner learning ICT? Because if it's really worth it, well, I'll tell you what I do. I don't trade ICT and that has worked for me. So that is what I do. Put up a short position. Oh man, don't get me started. But that I don't understand. That needs to be fixed. Good morning. These streams become a trading routine for me. Even if I don't follow the trades, they don't always align with my plan. Fair enough, man. Can you show when the markets have a lot of pressure or volume? Yeah, at volume times, like right now till probably 2 hours from now, 2.5. I know he uses price action. That's why I wanted to know his opinion. If ICT, all that people make it to be. No, I'll tell you the truth. It's not what they make it to be. So don't get lost in all of that mess, right? Don't get lost in the ocean of ICT. Just because they have a strong cult doesn't mean it's the best strategy. Okay. Been holding a GJ buy since Monday. Shit. I don't think it's the best idea to be holding a buy with it going down, right? When's Monday? So you held a buy from up here. Shit. Yeah, not the best plan, bro. Why would you buy at resistance anyways? You need to go and investigate your plan and make sure you have a stop loss. Because this is not this is not a good idea, bro. This is not a good idea without a stop loss, because you're just gonna lose everything, bro. Lose it. If it's okay to be wrong, I am wrong sometimes, right? I am wrong as well. It's okay to be wrong, but allow yourself to be wrong. You know, allow yourself to be wrong. And in order to allow yourself to be wrong, you need to put a stop loss, and that's fine. If stop gets hit, you move on to the next trade. Risk was managed. That's it. Not rocket science when it's like that. What are we saying? We fake out, or this is going to continue down smooth? No 5-minute structure. Let's see. What are we saying, guys? Continue down smooth or fake out? Fake out? Thanks, man, because I've been learning price action since the beginning. I was doing pretty well, but ever since I tried ICT on a friend's recommendation and I don't like it, well, that should tell you enough, right? If you don't like something, you know, that's kind of like saying, what is that saying? That's like saying, I don't like to shoot myself in the foot, but everyone else does it, so I should start shooting myself in the foot. It's like, no, it's because maybe other people are not logical. How long do you have to wait before buying VIP? I'm planning to buy this week. You just have to wait until it opens. So we're opening on the 3rd, so it's not too many days. I think maybe like 4 or 5 days after the weekend, basically, right? I think 3rd should be a Monday, but yeah, 3rd is a Monday. So yeah, just Monday, man. That's it. That's it. By Monday. Sells below 191.7. I want to see, where's my, I want to see what happens at this 4-hour support here. We also have a 1 hour. It's a messy zone, man. A lot of rejection wicks. At any time, this can give up. Anytime, this can just say not today and do what gold did yesterday. You know, this is what gold did yesterday. Literally right here. Like, it's the same type of zone. Yes, it's continuing down, but anytime it can find support and say, oh, not today. Right? And then give you a perfect little change of structure here, which Sankeet misses, and all of this stuff. Good morning, Harry. Morning, brother. To be honest, it's almost at this target here, you know, this 900-ish. This would be nice. This would be nice if we got a pullback from here. This would be good. Today, John is the Matrix. Keep seeing it flash on my side screen. Ui. So we might make it to our zone sooner than we expected. So we might just casually make it out. This would be perfect. Any structure here. I can flip it off if it bugs you. It doesn't bug me too much, to be honest. It's okay. It's 50-50. I like it. I mean, Matrix is cool. Which pill you choose? The red pill or the blue pill? Something like this would be nice. Bro. I think it was the red pill. What was it? The blue pill, I think, was he gets out of the matrix and everything goes back to normal, right? Bro, Christmas is like... It's only last month, but damn. Oh, hello. Something's going on here. Some sort of news. 1 minute candles volume. Good morning. Gold chill? Yeah, tell Gold to... Gold is saying not today. Say, listen, I'm ready to move. I'm ready to move. Let's see what's happening here. January is such a long month. It feels like it's been January for 3 months. I've actually thought January's gone pretty fast. Let's get a consensus. Has people felt January's gone fast or slow? Type in chat. In chat, January fast or slow? Let's see what the general public... I'm seeing fast. Let's see YouTube chat. Fast, fast, fast. Fast. Slow. There is some slow. More fast than slow. It goes fast when you're busy. This is true. That just proves he's lazy. Fast but good month. Yeah, I believe it was fast for me. Like, think about it. That's it. January is basically finished. Tomorrow's the last day of Jan, basically. Is it actually the... Yeah, it is actually the last day of Jan. Nice, we're getting February on a Monday, so we don't have midweek. Midweek new monthly candle can be a little bit iffy. Alright, this candle is not even looking like it wants to close above the resistance, which is good because this would be too big of a candle to take a breakout trade. 50 pip candle, no thank you. But now if we can create a little bit of structure. Close bearish, next one close above, I like it a lot. Hopefully it closes below because that would allow us to be at resistance. And resistance has a higher chance to make a structure when we're at. So we did close below. So now we have a higher chance to make structure. This is also the 1 hour close. So 1 hour did close above. So 1 hour is in an active setup. So based on a 1 hour, we could look to take something on a 5 because 1 hour is an active setup. But nevertheless, we need that structure. We need that structure because we need stop loss placement. See how GJ closed on the 1 hour? So GJ left a little bit of a rejection. Again, it makes sense for it to tap the 4 hour support. Same no top wick. See how DAX has closed the 1 hour? DAX closed the 1 hour doji here, so nothing happening. It didn't really resolve anything on DAX. And that's it. Sell gold now? Depends what your target is, right? You could be right. I'm not going to say you're wrong, but depends on what's your target. That's how I'm going to answer that. This was such a classic crypto meme. Back in 2020, 2019, yeah, 2020, 2021, this was the shit. 2022 even. Classic crypto meme. 17,000 to 100K in 5 years is insane. It is great. It is a great number, yes. And I think people have to realize that. And not be greedy, right? Not be greedy and look to take profits. Like I told you, I've been scaling out. Like many people are holding this to more. I've been scaling out slowly but surely. Of course, I still remain in crypto, but I've been scaling out. You know, I probably have about 30% left. 30% left. I will always leave 10%, a little bit more. It's about 40, 35% still left. You know, but I'm just scaling out because I want better buying prices. But I would leave that 35% until I see changes of structure. You know, when I see changes of structure, like daily looks good for me. I don't see anything worrying on daily yet. But as soon as I start to see changes of structure, then I start to scale out even more. But I'll always leave like 15% no matter what. Even if that 15% goes to zero, I don't mind. Because time in the market's better than timing the market. And then the rest of the portfolio I reinvest. And then I play meme coins and see if I can accumulate more Bitcoin. So, you know, but that's always like trying to hit a little bit of a jackpot. It happens, but, you know, I invest like maybe $500 in a meme coin and then see what happens. Problem is, if they lose, you lose everything. Kind of hit and miss with meme coins. You just have to hit that lucky one. A little bit of gambling, I would say, meme coins. Trading meme coins is fine as well, but it's too much work. Rich man's hobby, it's not. You're reinvesting. You're trying to hit a. If you get a good 100x or 1000x, you're sorted, right? See, if you just put $500, you take out the initial. You get like a 600-700x, you make what, 25-30k. It's a nice little bonus to put back in Bitcoin. Then you just wait, Bitcoin dumps, buy it. That's it. What's the smallest account I've ever deposited in FX? To trade myself was a gamble account. I put $200 in that and I full margin news to see what would happen. And I'll tell you, it didn't go well. Didn't go well. I just wanted to see because I was watching some people online flip during news, but it didn't work. What's happening on my broker? GG. Whoa. This is a feed gap. So this means that the broker had some problem with feed. What is your current price at? 192 flat. What time frame is this? 1 hour. Is this gap filled though on other time frames? This is a data gap. Happens. Gap on all time frames? Yeah. Meme coins are 100% gambling if your DD is based off DGens tweeting it. Watching big traders' wallets and having some people. I told you I started in crypto. I have some old groups. They look at it. What about that bot account? That was also $200, right? So it's the same deposit. That bot account was $200. But after the video, I just withdrew that. Used it for something else. Robert Kiyosaki said crypto gonna crash in February. What's your point of view? Crypto won't crash until the stock market crashes. When the stock market crashes, I believe that is when crypto gonna crash. Appreciate you guys subscribing to the channel. Make sure if you haven't, subscribe to the channel on the road to a 90k. You know? No top wick yet on this, huh? How's gold doing? Come on, gold. You know you want to create some structure for Harry. Or we take buys above here. What's the full meaning of DAX? What's the full meaning of NASDAQ? Yeah, I'm not sure what is the full meaning of. I don't think it's not an abbreviation. I would assume not. Deutsche something exchange probably. There we go. Deutsche. What does Actine mean? Index, but that's not. Oh, okay, that's pretty simple. Well, there's your answer. Don't ask me to pronounce it. Not a good idea. Actually, we had a good. I need to upload that to WAP, guys. Thanks for reminding. We had a good webinar on the exclusive, just like a 10-minute segment, speaking about why DAX is going up when the German economy is doing bad. And we investigated what companies were in DAX, and it was actually quite mind-blowing. It was, and it was super clear why. It was super clear why. Here we go. NASDAQ stands for National Association of Security Dealers Automated Quotation. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, for now DAX is cooking. We could call it. We know it likes to break out sometimes. Bernie Madoff and his buddy or brother invented the software on how the NASDAQ works. Madoff brothers. Why don't you trade FTSE? I have a 3-pair limit. I could drop a pair and add FTSE. Yeah, I mean, then I would just change to full-time indices trading if that was the case. I would just trade DAX and FTSE. Who knows where the future, but right now I quite enjoy having the mix, because now I have like a very good cocktail. I have a Forex pair, I have an indice, and I have a commodity, right? So Forex pair is GJ, indice is DAX, and I have commodity, which is gold. So you're involved in all markets, which is nice. You're involved in the FX market, the indices, stock market, and in the commodity market. So it's the best way if you're looking to balance 3 pairs. I think that would be the best way without being one side heavy. GJ still has no top wick, so if we're looking at probabilities, there is a chance this does flip, especially when we're at 4-hour support. Can come back and tap 4-hour support, and then maybe wants to make it flip, and we will see this be a fake out. Let's see how many total pips it's worked on. Only 14 so far, 14. So nothing enough, even if you took this as a breakout trade. Do you consider structure a retest? Well, no, structure can become a retest zone, but it's not a retest in itself, right? Because the structure has to be revisited twice for it to be a retest. Meaning this structure here was not a retest. I mean, it was a retest of, this wasn't a retest. It was a retest of this structure, so this became a retest. Then if we look at something like this structure is definitely not retesting something, right? Now this structure is retesting, because retesting this zone here. So it depends on how you're looking at it, but it's not going to really change anything in your trading. So it's not too important. Brother Harry, what's your advice about those mentors who sell robots? Do you think they're good mentors or scammers? Look, majority are gonna be a scam, majority, okay? I am sure that there are some out there who are selling a bot that works, but if you're gonna sell a bot that works, most people are gonna do it in a way where you would maybe have to pay a retainer, very small one, and you make a profit split. Because if the bot actually works, they shouldn't need to charge you from that bot. What is a scam, for sure, and I would really raise eyebrows, is if someone is selling you a bot outright. That for me is a scam, because there's a lot more money to be made if your bot actually works from allowing your bot to trade investor capitals, you know. So I'm thinking in my position, if I were to have a bot that's amazing, first of all, I don't even think I would expose it to retail level. I would go way bigger than retail level. Secondly, actually, if I was gonna expose it to retail level, because it's still an income, you would start at retail level. First of all, it's a very big threat, because if it doesn't work eventually, then you're screwed. You've basically ruined your whole brand that you've worked so hard to build. And third, if it did work, then I would just take a commission basis, which makes total sense for me. I won't sell it. Definitely won't sell it for sure. No way you guys would have access to the code and all of that. That's ridiculous. There are some bots that are sold on MQL MetaTrader 5 website. They show massive returns, of course, because they can trigger deposits, and they can also martingale, right? You can show massive returns. You know, you can show massive returns if you martingale. But the time it goes wrong, you lose everything. Right, nice 5-minute structure forming. Morning, Sasi. 30-minute close below, only 1 hour is above. Don't know if this is enough. I would doubt it's enough. But my recommendation is for most of you to stay away from bots, because you're probably just going to lose money in them for sure. Like, most of them are a scam. For sure. Especially the ones online. You know? Like, it's going to be extremely hard to find one. Look, it's going to be easier to be scammed than find one that actually works. You know? Got a good trade in GJ Asian session. Nice. What did you take in Asian session? Like to see what work you got up to. This is on your new funded account now? Nice. Did you take this sell here? Oh no, that's a 5-minute. Trying to see. Maybe this sell. Or maybe even earlier. If you took this, this is juicy. to get to here. See, fill the wick. This is also nice. This one here, good top wick. I'm assuming maybe one of these. I wonder. So I wanted a 5-minute close above here minimum. Even on a 5, this is risky. Do you trade value gaps? No. I'd rather train myself to know how to trade than put money into a bot. Well, you probably need, if you need a bot, if you want a bot to be long-term profitable, you probably have to know how to trade yourself. Because for a bot to be long-term profitable, you need to know how to trade yourself, and that's how it works. Because you would need to stop the bot from blowing the whole account. It's the same journey. Gold went golden? Yes, it did push up. As I said, I really wanted this 15 close bearish. Next one close above. This is a bit too impulsive for me. My liking. I don't really like to take this impulsive type entry. Setup 3, I would take it, but not this. And if I took this, I'd probably be break even right now, even though it hasn't tapped anything, but your stop loss is very risky where it is. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum salam, bro. Is it going to hit weekly resistance? Where is the exact weekly resistance? It looks a bit strange. It's not really a weekly resistance. We crossed it long time ago. Actually, we closed on a new weekly all-time high. I didn't notice that. New weekly all-time high. Gold at 4-hour broker on FXCM. I'm gonna check broker now. Well, we have this gap, right? So this gap might mess up a few things. Let's see. Gold 4-hour. Yeah, it's not at 4-hour on my broker. My broker 4 hours quite a while away. Oh, this 15-minute on my broker doesn't even have a bottom wick on my broker. Or a very small nipple wick actually, if you zoom in fully. What's the best broker to trade stocks? Depends on where you live, right? There's no such thing as like best broker. Most brokers have a pretty high standard if you're talking about the big ones, right? They're pretty similar. How's GJ doing? Ooh, fake out coming. I think Dax is sleeping a little bit here. Yeesh. Scan this. This is a barcode right now. If you scan this, it will take you to destination fucked if you're trading it. That's what destination you'll go to. I live in cave. That's cool, bro. Living in a cave. I'm surprised you have internet connection in your cave. Pretty sophisticated cave, if you ask me, to have internet connection in a cave. You know? He has Starlink. Can I see which 15-minute support you marked? This was a 1-hour support. This one. If you want to trade GJ, trade at 70% and UJ at 30% GU. 30% what? His cave got fiber optic? Bro, his cave's got... sounds like a good cave, man. Can we come visit your cave? Sounds like man sorted in his cave. Now this is the time, Mr. Gold, to make a little pullback and then get above. 5 minutes you have to reject this resistance and close below. Then you're going to close bearish. Then the next candle is going to close above and we're going to fill the wick and fly. That's going to be the plan. What's the trade setup on gold? The one I just discussed. That would be what I look for. Be a good boy, gold. Guys, we have in our chat, one of our guys wants to buy a number plate for his car. What number plate should he buy? GBP JPY or MT5 blue? I said MT5 blue because GBP JPY, if you read our conversation, like if you put GBP JPY on your number plate, it's like tattooing your girlfriend's name on you. And we know how that ends, you know? We know how that ends. Right? She ain't loyal. GJ ain't loyal, bro. GJ ain't loyal. So it's a problem, man. So I'm saying MT5 blue, bro. That's the one. MT5 blue, I think. Yeah, GJ looks better because it's like what we're used to seeing. You know? But MT5 blue is like if you know, you know. Yeah. Bro, don't send my car. No, joking. MT5 blue, yeah, people are saying MT5 blue. Yeah, it looks better because it's like a single word. MT5 blue is hard. MT5 blue is pretty hard. And the plates are blue. I think the plates are black. What color are the plates there, bro?
But you can have like any color, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you should put it blue or with white because your car is also blue.
True, nah, but to be honest, it's kind of doing too much. Can't go wrong
Then
with
put
black.
it black. Black and white, can't go wrong.
We need a plate for each. Yeah. I'll probably wait around June or July, and then I'll put GJ, because that's when I know the relationship is strong. You know.
1, 2,
I
3,
can
4,
put
5,
trust.
6. You have to always have 6, right?
Yeah.
PIPS pips. I don't know what the last
Pip
two.
Lab. Wait, I'll check Pip Lab if it's available.
You'd have to put pip LB. Pip. FX pips, yeah, that would work. Or BG pips, big pips. Should do pip lab as your plate, yeah, that would work. PIPLAB, yeah.
Bro, look what I just said now.
Where you put it? In general? Or you send it here?
Nah, zoom.
Yeah, that's sick though. That's something I would buy.
Yeah, that's
For sure.
tough, bro.
That's pretty tough. That looks sick as well. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And then you add like a little subtle sticker, the Pip Labs logo.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
window?
have it here. Even you put it. You get it stolen? Damn. The lab should be yours? No, in Dubai we have numbers only, bro. We have numbers only. Let's have a look at the plans while we're here. Okay. Buys above here, yeah, we discussed that. The sells probably, yeah, that's the earlier time. Otherwise, all-time high. Makes sense. Bit messy, yep, in that zone. Line from yesterday, sells below. Cool. Next. Yes. No, doesn't make sense because we tap target, right? So this won't make sense here. Also, we're bearish bias. So with bearish bias, it's going to be tough to buy here. So this plan needs a bit of work on. So two mistakes with this. First of all, this is counter trend. So identify its counter trend. I'm not saying it's wrong. You can take a counter trend and counter bias, but you need to identify that it is to make sure you're focusing on that. Second thing with these sells here, yes, even though they did work out, if this wick did not tap the support, it's an option to get to the support and see what happens. But once you tap the support, target is met already, right? So now it could reverse from there, exactly how you drawn. So the way you've drawn it, that could happen and then you lose this trade, you know? So that needs work on there. See Toby's plan here. Bearish bias, looks clean to the left, but locks price previous daily support for sells. Yeah, I think you kind of like talked yourself out and then talked yourself into it. So it's like, yeah, so many levels below, but so I think the way that you talked yourself out was good, and then you just continue with that plan and say, okay, maybe I just need structure there. See DAX here. Yep, I like the buys. I think the sells leave it till here. Yeah, you know, it's just a little bit risky with how bullish we are still, you know, but I get the idea you're trying to play, but you know, we're just very bullish at the moment. What time frame is this? This is a 4-hour time frame, so I would want to see this plan. Yes, it makes sense, but the 15-minute is a little bit higher. So again, more focus on this. Get on the 4-hour unless you're trading the 4-hour, you know. Gold formed the structure you're asking, I saw. So now we just need to wait for the close, right? So this is what I mean. This is why I don't jump into those buys early. Yes, today could have pushed. But the point is I don't trade what it could have done. I trade what I know. It's a big difference. Let's see. Gold plan was mixed bias. Buys far away, 30-15. Potential sells, yes. Yeah, the buys, they are far away, but now it's kind of looking a lot more easier, right? Break of second structure, 4 hour bottom buys. Yeah, I mean it does make sense, but if it pushed up straight, you would need again another structure. Too much here, don't like the sales in this area. Yeah, that's not a bad decision. Buys, yes. Structure, good. Sells, yes. Yep, that's simple. These buys are aggressive, but it could work, yes. I can't say no, it's just aggressive. Yes. No, this buy, no, sorry. I want above the range, too tight. It's like 8 pips by the time it closes. Keeping it simple. I would say add to your plan above this 4 hours is also quite nice. Just, I think that would be good. If you get a clean close, it's worth to take it there. Tough to take buys. No, above here is a clean range, so you're fine above here. This is fine for sells, but above here is clean. I prefer sells below the second one. This one, too many wiki zone, you know. Again, here you have all this resistance, so trying not to force here is going to be the key. Don't force. Sells with structure would make sense. Yes, with structure would make sense. Yes. Again, same sell. This second sell is going to be better. That's it. Well done. So I mean, if GJ closed below here, it could be a sell, but this is what I mean. It's struggling in this zone. At any point we can reverse. Hopefully DAX starts moving now. We have to get through a lot of resistances here. What I learned is DAX always has huge drawdown before it rises like a rocket. Recently, but not always. We should wait past the wicks to enter on GJ. GJ is tough, man. GJ is tough at this zone. There's so much shit below. Like, look at the 1 hour. Like, even if it crosses the wick, where are you going? To here? 90? Like, what are you going to do at 90? You know, 30 minute is a little bit lower here at 90.2. You know, 92 here. We have 30 minute. 15 minute as well, you know. Next at 860 we have that, you know. So it makes it tough because you have to rely on the 50 minute to fill this range. We don't know which one is going to react. Biggest problem I would say is we didn't really fully test the 4 hour. So like here, if you're trying to trade down here to the 90.2, it's only like 8 pips. Is 8 pips worth it? No. It'd be nice to come back up and create resistance, then go down would be even better. Come on guys, show him some love, give that a like. Yeah, if you guys enjoying the stream, be sure to leave a like. If you are new to the stream, make sure to subscribe to show up to future streams Monday to Friday. We're starting February. You guys better be locked in. Guys, January has been moving strong. We need to continue this momentum into the rest of the year. People who have taken action, I'm already seeing them improve. Such a short time. 1 month, I'm seeing people who joined from the beginning of the month. More so I get to see this in the exclusive group. I don't really get to see it on YouTube as I don't get to see it guys charts and stuff, but it's just been a couple of 3 weeks or something and I'm already seeing massive leaps and massive improvement, which is making me feel good because it means everything's working in sync, you know, and that's what you get for putting in the work, you know. And we continue as normal. Went to the kitchen for 1 minute, this guy promoting some BS. That's so good. Even here on YouTube, we're learning daily. Yes, I would assume you are, which I appreciate, because I make sure to put out as much value as possible. Finally back after a couple of months. Damn, let's go. Hopefully everyone's good, ready to get back to work. Let's get it. Good to see you, man. We've been pushing hard. What do we get on joining the exclusive? You get with the exclusive my full course, basically from beginner to advanced stuff. So a lot more advanced stuff we focus on. Of course, you get to trade without delay. YouTube has delay, so you get to trade with me without delay. You get post-session discussions, New York trading as well. Every day I send my New York trade plans, what I'm looking for in New York. We're active in New York chat, community, backtesting session, webinars, you name it. It's basically a hub for traders. You know, you're changing your environment to change your outcome, because the environment you're in drastically dictates how you're going to improve. Because if you're constantly around an environment of people looking to succeed or finding ways to get better, then you're going to get better yourself. Because if you're not trying to find ways to get better, you feel like you're being left out. Where in reality, that's not happening in an everyday basis, because most people in their lives are not trying to get better. They're not trying to improve their lives. They just sit there and complain about something without making a change. Oh, I wish this, I wish that, I wish this, I wish that. During NY session, do you trade US 30? Not yet, but I do look at it, yes. I do look at it, yes, but I am thinking to introduce it, but I'm collecting data as we speak. Explain why you didn't take the gold breakout buys. Risk to reward doesn't make sense. If I was to take a breakout, it has to be based on 1 hour, because the 1 hour is the only candle that closed above. Stop loss is like 60 pips here. Doesn't make sense. Now this 15 that closed above here, no structure, plus at a resistance. So yeah, you could have got into a trade. It would have allowed you, what's that, about 13 pips. You got break even on this trade max. But we know that because the juice has been gone. So we need structure for the rest of the juice to come in. Is US 30 same with DAX? Yeah, US 30 indices would be the same in terms of the way I trade indices. So the way I trade DAX is going to be very, very, very similar to the way I trade US 30. I mean, the way I trade overall is the same. It's just the small nuances that happen pair to pair or asset to asset. Hey buddy, I've been watching you for ages and I still have no idea how you trade. Well, that's not good, is it? Do you use MT5 on PC? I do use MT5 on PC. You should have an idea how I trade, because we do it a lot. I mean, this month, if you want to see my trades, go and watch my trades back. Go and watch my trades back. I need to add some the YouTube links here. 23, 28, 29. We'll do it. 3 minutes for this candle to close. We have some sort of structure here formed. This could be an option here. Let's see how this candle closes in 3 minutes. In the meantime, let's go put these links. Go to the bathroom. I actually do need the bathroom, so I will be going in about after I put these links. So we're gonna see what happens when I make a trip to that, and then we'll see how right, let me go to the bathroom before it closes. We see what happens. We're gonna test this experiment. So nothing happened, but they think that we are playing games, okay? Because I announced it, let's see if something happens, and obviously nothing happened. So what does that mean? Right? What does that mean? They're listening. Yes, DAX also might close above 4-hour resistance. How's 5-minute looking? Oof. We want 5-minute structure here for sure. You know, it's just otherwise you have to put this 15-minute stop, which is not too bad to get to here and see what happens. But I rather just have a smaller stop loss and attempt the same. All right, this candle about to close here at 5-minute resistance. Oh, it's closing with a rejection now. Damn, some sort of thing going on with my system. Let's see what's going on here. What's happening on Zoom for you guys? No chart still? Oh, really? How about now? Working? All good now? Yeah, even though something happened with Zoom because it knocked off my cameras. Everything went kaput. Now gold is pushing here. I had no bottom wick on my broker, so I couldn't have taken this. I was waiting for a bottom wick like I said. You can see here on my broker there's no bottom wick. So without the bottom wick, it's very hard for me to take this trade as my rules say I need a bottom wick. You know? So I can't take this without a bottom wick, and that's it. I follow that rule. Yes, there is a small one on this. You know, but I'm gonna follow what my broker says because I standardize it, and that's what I always do. Because sometimes there's no bottom wick here, but there's bottom wick on broker, and if there's bottom wick on broker, I take it. You see what I'm saying? But my entry would be break of this high. That's where it would have been. Bro, zoom in on IC markets. I see a bottom wick. Bro, I zoomed in. There's really no bottom wick. Look how zoomed in I'm in, bro. Check this out. Fully zoomed in. Where's the bottom wick? Fully zoomed in. Even more zoom in you want? Here, more zoomed in. No bottom wick for sure. Hopefully DAX can create some sort of 5-minute structure here would be great. 1 minute for this 5 to close. I mean, if you just take DAX right now, you have to take it with 15-minute stops. If it breaks out, it will be worth it. But if it doesn't break out, then you're stuck. You'll be stuck in a very bad position. You'll just be stuck in here like this until it decides either to go down or to go up. Question is, does it retest here first? You'll still get stopped out. And then it might go up after, which sucks. Are you taking gold? I was about to take gold if it just... I was about to take gold with a bottom wick here. But it didn't make a bottom wick and now tapped this wick fill zone. Now it looks like it's coming back to make a bottom wick. So that might happen. We'll see what happens with gold here. How big of a bottom wick? The bigger the better, but typically like 1-2 pip bottom wick is good. Should I hold till all-time high? Oh, that's a great position from where you're in from. I mean, you haven't secured anything, so the runner is a runner. Depends. You just have to accept this can come back to zero. 50% secured? Yeah, then you just leave it to run, bro. What's the point then? If you've secured 50%, then leave the rest to run. You know? See what it can do. Hopefully it can just, even if it comes back, create structure, just leave it to run. You know? Friday could come in heavy as well. Yeah, wait. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's ideal, but it's a runner, right? So you want to try and maximize the runner. If this can break all-time high, great. You know? If your plan is just to get back up here and close full, fair enough. But if you're leaving a runner to give it the chance to break all-time high, you just leave it. So 5 minute now has created structures. This 5 minute can close above will be great. GJ fake out happened. We discussed the possibility of this and it did happen, right? We faked out back in the range. This is why I didn't want to take those sells. Only thing about this 5 minute closing above, which I'm scared, is it's gonna be 5 minutes until London opens. It's like, oof, tight. Risk it for the biscuit type scenario, you know? What about BTC? What would you like to know about BTC? Fasten your seatbelt. Well, yeah, if it closes like this, then maybe London Open will give us the setup. It would be amazing if London Open, if this closes like this now, London Open wicks down, grabs liquidity, and then we get a 5 close above. Boom. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. What do you take into consideration when choosing instrument to trade? That it makes sense in the session, right? Because it wouldn't make too much sense to trade something like USD CAD in London session because they're both USD pairs, even though it can still move, no problem. But I'm talking about a session perspective. Otherwise, there's not much, man. As a professional perspective, in terms of an improvement, you should be trading something that maybe someone who is better than you trades, so that you can compare your analysis and compare stuff. That would be important for me. Ooh, it might do the close here. Wow. So we have to take this before London Open. What a sketchy thing. It's gonna be like a big ball movement here. Want to see a bottom wick though. Good bottom wick. Oh, come on, a little bit more. A little bit more. Yeah, there's no wick on my broker as well. It's opened with a gap. Ah, come on, give me bottom wick. Yeah, it gapped down, so I don't know. That's why I said a little bit more. I wonder if it's enough though. Yeah, it might be enough. Might have just had to... I think the gap downs count as a bottom wick though. The gap downs count as a bottom wick. Because it's a gap down, not a gap up, right? So surely. Let's see. I wonder. If gap down, I think gap down can be considered, you know. Well, now hopefully it does make an actual bottom wick. We had this discussion, yeah. Three minutes to open as well. This is a tough decision. 3 minutes to open, and I can take the position now on the reflip. Oh, what should I do? This one's tough with the open in 3 minutes. Two minutes now, I'll wait. 2 minutes I have to wait. 2 minutes I have to wait. Well, here's a bottom wick. So definitely there's some idea that there was needed a bottom wick. Otherwise it wouldn't have made the bottom wick. But with 2 minutes, I'll wait. With 2 minutes, I'll wait. I think it will shoot up today on the open. Well, yeah, you gambled that, right? Because your stops are not in a place where it can survive an open liquidity grab, right? They're just here, 13 points. You know? Ah, don't do it last for 40 seconds. If your stops are down here, you're fine. If your stops are down here, you're totally fine. Because even if London Open liquidity grabs, it's gonna be okay. Yeah, with 1 minute I have to wait. That's just gonna be like, if I take it now, I'm going to be like basically FOMOing. But everything's pointed up. So I want to see it. With everything pointed up, does it open up? Did it fake out on London Open? Interesting. So then it's better if we get in as early as possible. So if I was in this position now from the first one, I'd be break even for London Open just in case. Because these stop loss can't really always survive. So let's see what would have happened. I'm interested. I'm interested to see. Definitely would have been break even for London Open with the way it's moving. Ooh, I would have survived that nicely. Damn. Nice push up. Yeah, I always go for, especially end of month, safer approach is going to be good for me. I could have taken it on the reflip here, caught this little pump here, but who knows? If this went down, everyone would be complaining. So everyone feels like, ah, but trust me, if that flipped back down, you're screwed there, you know? You know? 1 to 2 gone, take it, brother. No one's stopping you from taking it. You should have taken it. But if that flipped down and slip your stop loss, that's a double stop loss hit. Aha. Now we start to consider, if that flipped down and slipped my stop loss, maybe, because everyone thinks about profits, no one thinks about the opposite side. Because the option is there. All you have to do is press the button, and that's going to be your choice. But don't come back crying when you get bit by the market, right? When you could have avoided that situation as well. We know what London Open is like. You trade the opens, you have a certain risk. I am happy to take a position 5 minutes before the open and give myself a shot. But no way am I taking it 1 minute before the open with that type of gamble. That for me is a FOMO trade. And this is where you make mistakes end of the month. Because look, even let's say you risk half. You risk half of your position end of month. And it slips your stop loss, because check the size of this candle. This candle here was what? 22 pips? Or points. Let's draw a 22 point to the downside. Let me just first see how big 22 points is. Let's go draw 22 points. 22 point towards the downside is a candle that looks like that. I don't need to draw it. And your stop loss is here. You're gonna be slipped to here. You know, you're gonna be slipped to here. Agree with Harry, but had little profit to play with. Yeah, on top of that, if you actually got in 5 minutes before, so you had more chance. I'm talking more about the 1 minute before, right? 1 minute before is a little bit tough. Any info on how many positions are going to be open for exclusive group? I'll probably do 10 as usual. Group is same number. It's not like it's hectic in here. GJ might be interesting. Set up 2 cells. Yeah, it potentially could form. Depends where we close. Problem is we close back inside of these double ranges here. So we have range 1, range 2. We close back inside of that range. So gold ended up moving no bottom wick for me, which is a shame. I really wish this had a bottom wick. So both today. That's okay though. End of month. Preserving profits fine. Still DAX. If DAX can close bearish here, next one close above. I have a wick fill trade here. There's a wick fill trade. And I'm also happy to watch these openings. Like until I see a pattern with these openings, I'm not going to be too comfortable trading because spread does jump on these openings. So I'm waiting to see a pattern, you know. Do you consider 5 minute close as a valid entry? Not on Forex, no. indices, yeah. Appreciate everyone showing up to stream. 525 guys, we're almost at our 600 viewer goal. If we get 600 viewers, I'm doing a big giveaway. I think it will equate to around $500. I could push it to 600 so that it's just 600 viewers, 600 giveaway, but yeah, I don't really want to put up an extra $100 if I'm being honest for views, because it doesn't really make any sense. But you know, if you're enjoying the stream, guys, I appreciate you guys showing up. Monday to Friday we're live. You know, so leave a subscribe, join us Monday to Friday. Coming to the end of the month, so these are basically the results for the month. I'm happy, it's been my best January so far. So a lot of trades compared to my previous Januaries here. Last January there was much less trades and it was basically slightly negative month for me. 2 consecutive big losses here, smaller wins, and with commission this basically ended me with a negative 0.8 something like that, 0.2 something like that. I think it was 0.5 or something like that with commission. I'd have to remember. But this January has been much different. It's actually been my best January in trading history, and I want to keep it like that on the last 2 days. I want to keep it like that because for me I have beaten my record of January by 5-fold, you know. So very, very important. You treated the open how you should, bro. I'm a multi 6-figure funded. Love your live streams. Love DAX a lot. Just love the way you trade. Very clean, simple. I'm a complete opposite. No problem, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, the open should be treated with respect, I believe. Yeah. GJ, great push. Let's see what happened with GJ. Yeah, it's pushing up now. It's pushing up. So what we want for GJ, I know it sounds boring, but it's just the same. Boring shit is what works. We want the 15 structure and then close above because we're going counter bias and counter trend. So for me to go counter bias and counter trend, I need that. There's no arguments there. There's no arguments. Has to be done like that. Has to be done. I'm not taking it any other way. Could you watermark your charts? I find it hard to see the instrument, the top left. You can see it on the right hand side as well, and you can see it right hand side here as well. You can see it in 3 places. But the reason I don't watermark my charts is I don't like to trade with a watermark. It looks bad for me. And as much as I'm not trying to be rude, I'm here to trade for myself. I'm not here to trade for others or entertain in some other ways. So I'm going to trade in which way, of course, I'm most comfortable with, which I'm sure you can respect. Me, this watermark like this is distracting for me. I really don't like it. It feels weird. It actually, and it's funny that it moves around like this. You know, I really don't like it. So, and I'm gonna tell you one thing that is very, very true. If you need a watermark to understand what I'm trading, you're not locking in, you're not concentrating, you're not doing what you should be doing. Because just from how the charts are looking, you should know what pair it is. I only trade 3 pairs, and it's very easy to identify which pair it is based on how the chart is. So let me ask the guys, how many guys in the exclusive actually check what pair I'm on or look at the chart and recognize what pair it is? And if you're looking what chart I'm on, it's bad. If you recognize by just looking at the price action, yeah, that's how it should be, right? I think that's pretty common sense, right? You just, okay, this is GJ's price action, this is gold's price action. I always check even if I know it, yeah, as a caution, but I'm talking more about how it is. Bro, gold will fly. It's not will it fly, it already flew. If only it gave me my bottom wick here, this would be my entry. So it's a nice setup here actually. So it's a nice setup here, nice liquidity grab candle, Very, 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 very nice trade. This would have been a big shame. No bottom wick on broker, you know, and that's how it is. Hey Harry, the dates on Pip Labs from 2019 to 2021. Yes, what happened yesterday is we made a massive upgrade on Pip Labs. Like I said, we were improving the user experience. We changed the loading times of Pip Labs from, like, some people with super slow connections would have had maybe 10-second loading time, and I'm talking time frame to time frame. Now they have about 2.5 second with bad connection. Okay. But what happened was in order to have that speed, we had to request data from our data provider, okay? And what did our data provider do? They started rate limiting us. They started limiting how much data we could request. So instead of us getting all of the data at once, okay, we started getting random bits of data which left gaps, okay? And then after it left gaps, we had to then now ask it slowly. So it will take maybe about 6-7 hours before it updates to 2024. But if you keep refreshing, you will see the date getting updated more and more and more. Maybe like every 5 minutes, you're going to see 2021, you'll see March loaded. Every 2 minutes, you'll probably see a new month loaded. 2 to 5 minutes. 2 to 5 minutes, you're going to see a new month loaded. So it's just what happened with this recent update. Now, like I said, we also hired more people to test it for us. We wanted to put this update as fast as possible because we wanted people, but typically now it uploaded to a 2024. Yeah, not all pairs 2024 yet, I would assume. If it did, then that means they removed the rate limit for us. The minute they remove that rate limit, oh, US 30, yeah, but if you check some other pairs, it won't be 2024 yet. And it will be to 2025. So what we normally have is we have a process to launch updates. So updates will get tested. After they get tested, then they get launched, right? This is our new process now that we have more people. We hired people to test and stuff like this. But for the speed update, we didn't do that because we didn't expect this issue, which is just teaching us another lesson that even the update that doesn't change, it just changes something with the speed, you still have to run it through, which is annoying. Just hit 30% plus since I joined in November 21. Smaller losses, conservative wins. Thank you, Harry. Thank you for getting consistent. Amazing work, bro. And I'm happy to see that. Definitely when you came in here, you were a bit hesitant with your bigger losses you would take. And the minute you wrapped that up, became more disciplined, followed through with the plan, it's that in itself has helped you a lot, and it's good to see you keep consistent. Now the goal is going to be to continue that, and that's it, man. Just continue that. Can DAX close above here in a minute or so? It's also not a bad thing for the next 5 minutes to close above because we get smaller stop losses. Does Antonio also trade with you or alone, or he just codes? Now he's focusing on coding, but he does trade. He does trade like last year. He trades like he's a trader who will do like 3-4 months of the year. He'll trade 3-4 months. If they're good, then he'll stop trading, right? Then he'll work on his coding projects. I joined this January and I have noticed significant improvement in my trades. Thanks so much. Oh, I'm happy to hear that, man. DAX was set up in 1 hour. Was that a bad idea? If you want to run 1 hour stops, you can run 1 hour stops. Let's see, 1 hour. Yep. But you need to run 1 hour stops. For me, I like in DAX to run tighter stop losses, so I don't have to deal with, but it's valid. It just need to let it do its thing. If it stops you out, well, decided to fake out, you know, and that's it. So we'll see if this 5-minute close above. We'll go to the toilet, come back. How did you meet Antonio? He met me. So he approached me to get some information about trading. I had basics down, but watching you has helped me get more artistic good. Yo, 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 yo. Can we relax, Dax, bro? Like, seriously? Please. Please, please, relax. Yeah, Dax has to chill here. If it just rips here on the last 1 minute, then that's it. I'll call it. I'll call it. Bro, last 1 minute it's pushing like this. Yeah, this is very hard to get in unless you base it off 30-minute, yes. But you won't really look at that. Not even 30-minute, 1 hour. Yeah, that sucks. Oh, look at this 1 minute, no bottom wick. Impulsively, I can't even take this impulsively. No bottom wick on 15. Long rejection wick to upside. So you're not taking a setup 3. You're not taking anything. And some days it's going to be like this, you know. We can't complain with how it's been. I mean, all of these DAX breakouts were given perfect setups. So you can't really complain. The only shame is it's just annoying because you've been waiting for it. It's very close to doing it. Now, this is a candle that's going to make you FOMO. So I tell you, a lot of people right now, just out of pure FOMO, are going to buy this high. A lot of people, because they just watch this rip in front of them. And they're going to feel like, oh my God, I need to just get in. And that's where you suffer because, you know, it's going to be hard even to get a 1-to-1, right? Because your stop loss is going to be minimum 45 points here. All of the guys who run random stop loss here, 17 or something, they're going to get stopped out, maybe high chance, you know, especially long term. For sure you're getting stopped out. But the guys who are actually going to still feel FOMO but run a plan and put stop loss below the range, it's going to be very hard for them to get a 1-to-1. So even if price rips another 40 points, and that will mean that price has moved over almost 100 points this session, only after moving 100 points will they entertain a 1-to-1. Just a 1-to-1. So it's like 100-point move during the session, and you've risked a lot and FOMO'd in, and at the end of it, all you get is a 1-to-1. And who is to say this is not gonna, this is gonna move a lot less than 100 points, right? We could see only another 20-30 point move, and that's the end of the move, right? Only way is pullbacks now. Can setup 6 works? This won't be a real setup 6. This would just be actually just like a retest entry. You'd just be buying the bottom wick of the 15-minute that closes above. Do you find trading easy for you? I don't think trading is easy no matter what level you are. Even an expert finds trading hard because then you're pushing limits in elsewhere. So no, I never think trading is easy. It's always finding, and if you find trading easy, I mean, the process is easy because I know how to follow my plan, but trading itself is not easy. And the day I find and tell myself it's super easy, I'll become complacent and start making mistakes. And I'll start entering trades I shouldn't enter, and then it makes it hard again, you see, because the market will humble you when you become complacent. How can I stop over trading? You have to change. Let me think of a good way to put this for you. To stop over trading, you need to not make trading your priority for the day. You need to make it a priority for a period during the day. So what that means is London session. I'm here 2 hours. It's my priority for 2 hours, and then I don't care until I'm back. You know? It looks like a nice thunderstorm here, to be honest. Yeah, just take one trade per session, but people struggle to follow that. So you have to find a mechanism for people to follow. Okay, so with this thunderstorm, it won't even form, so I don't even get a thunderstorm. Great. This thunderstorm would have been an option here, but we need to see in 4 seconds. Hopefully it can flip bearish, give us a thunderstorm. Or not. Okay. This 1 minute continuation setup can work here, but it's an aggressive scalp. Look, I'm not going to take this myself because I want to end my month strong. But this, if you're looking to push some limits today, not limits, but to actually just try get into a trade, I could do it, to be honest. But this is the point, man. This is the point where I start to, if it loses, I'm going to be upset. But it's still a valid trade. You can push with an 8 point stop loss break of high, and you get a quick 1-to-1 1 minute strat. Unless this 1 minute dumps here, which it looks like it is, it's going to invalidate the trade anyway. So I feel better. Okay, it makes me feel like I don't have to take that. Like, that's an example of being at the charts when you know you shouldn't be at the charts, you know? Like, you can easily avoid that situation by just not being at the chart, you know? Because right now, the way my month is sitting, I'm happy with that. You know? I want to come into next month with this. So, realistically, my plan for the last 2 days of the month is to take trades that make sense to take. Not take options just because. This type of option, beginning of the month, I'll take this because I'm trying to grow a balance. So, I'm going to give myself every opportunity to grow balance that makes sense. Even if this becomes a loss, you have the whole month to take position. So I'm not worried about that. There's more, because this is still a valid trade that follows my plan. So there's more possibility or probability for me to make profits than lose profits here. But of course, losing profits is going to be an option here, right? It's a possibility. And when that becomes a possibility, you need to really ask yourself, you know, does that make sense right now in this positioning? But in the beginning of the month, it doesn't matter because you're trying to build a balance, right? You're trading for the month. So you need to take trades regardless of outcome. As long as they follow the plan, the probability should be high of them winning. And if that's the probability, then you should be taking it. Gravity is good. Can we get some DAX, please? I like that saying, bro. I like that saying. Yeah, gravity would have been good somewhere here to just stop price right there and then catch this move. Don't know where to scale out. Key levels. So 700, if it reacted, it didn't react. Now if it doesn't stay above 700, you know. And just when you're happy with profits, it's the best way to scale out on these. Why not looking at gold chart? Brother, gold has flown. What am I supposed to do? Buy the highs? Get screwed? Unfortunate. This was my entry here. I wanted a bottom wick. There was no bottom wick. What can I do? I can't look at this and just feel sorry for myself, right? I'm going to look at a chart that I feel there could be a potential option. For me, the only option I have here is maybe DAX create structure and I go one more time, kind of like yesterday. You know, you get one of these structure forms and then you go one more time. Where was that? You know, here. Structure form, go one more time. That's all I get realistically. If that doesn't happen, then that's it. There's no options for me. My check GJ setup 2. Let's see how it's looking. Yeah, I would want it to close below this range though. That would be important for me. This would be important for me to close below this range. I've been holding gold from New York plan yesterday till today morning. Damn, that's a great position, bro. It's a great position. Let's see it. Sheesh. Should move stops to break even now. This is more intraday position, bro. This is late New York, after FOMC. Damn. Yes. Alright, candle close here. Again, no bottom wick. Broker has? Cool. Broker has, then a close above will be warranted. We take it like that based on a close above. You could take it impulsively, break up high. But I'm not impulsively trading yet. I want like yesterday closes. Beginning of month, maybe I impulsively trade this, but this is aggressive. Prefer close. Again, maybe a 1 minute, if this can come down and then close above, a 1 minute strat will form again. You're right. It plays one time, but most of the time no bottom kills you. Yeah, you know, and that's the time. The time it kills you is the time you take the trade, right? So then you're better off just not taking the trade when it doesn't follow your plan. It's that age-old, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, right? That's that age-old saying. So whenever you're in that situation that you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, the best thing to do is not do anything, because then you don't get damned both ways. Right? You're fine. as a trader, how not to get complacent, as you said. Just keep reminding yourself, humble yourself, you know, be humble in the market. I'm never sitting here like, look at the things I've been saying, like I'm happy with my month. If I got complacent, I'd be saying I want more, I want more, I want more. Like I'm just being like looking at the scenario compared to my last 2 years of January and comparing it to this year. I can't compare it because of that's how much of an improvement it is. You know, it's non-comparison. So that humbles me. Boom. You know, you're just reminding yourself. You're always sticking to the plan. You're just have a little voice in your head that's reminding yourself, you know. Patience. Don't need to execute things fast. You know, if the chart's putting you in a situation where you have to take a trade right now, yes or no, and you can't make up your mind, you're better off leaving it. You know, no need to take it then. There's plenty of options. You know. All right, candle here is not closed above. I need a candle closing above. That's the minimum I'm going to do, but that maybe will come later. I'm going to head off now probably. That would be the plan to catch DAX. So unfortunately, this didn't give us the close above, which would have been the trade. And then again on gold, no bottom wick, which was extremely frustrating to see this play out without my rules. But I'm going to follow my rules because I have to be true to myself. Respect my last name, right? And say I'm going to follow my rules. Every time you don't follow your rules, you disrespect your last name. And how does that feel, right? Imagine, in front of everyone. So this is what I'm going to look for on DAX, is that close above. You can get the second wind, as I call it, which would be the second leg. ASP is not filled, Alex. You can have the second wind, but you need what happened basically yesterday. So you get the push, pulls back, closes above, you get the push, and then that's it. So whatever this push is, after this push, if this pushes now just impulsively like this, so be it. No plan there. You know, if you get the close and you get the push, then I would be cautious that, okay, that's it. You know, I wouldn't be looking at this. Really, you look to get a one-to-one. No runners. You're buying the highs here. You're trying to catch a piece of the pie. The only way to enter this right now is potentially a 1 minute if you want to get in early, but I'm not pushing that now. 5 minute, I don't know if it has bottom wick on broker. If it does, the 1 minute is somewhat valid here. Where is broker? Yeah, this thing looks like it's going to push without anyways. Yeah, 5 minute no bottom wick as well. So that could be a threat. It could flip here. Be careful about that. And that's about it. So appreciate you all showing up to stream. Hopefully catch you guys soon. And yeah, appreciate you all. Take care. Trade sharp. And speak to you guys hopefully very, very soon. Peace. See you all. Cheers. Cheers.